EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go, baby. New turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Pull it together.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. A big play here for the Cowboys. 43 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Prescott to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there, second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He won't go down. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
7:34. Hey, box truck, box truck. 55, 955. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
On the draw, Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, Delta.
To throw, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. 47. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, come on out here. Come get it.
Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Prescott now from the 50. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 50 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On first down, Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Carr to throw. They'll find his running back here, Richard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Get ready. 93.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Darryl Worley up to make the tackle. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Mike's 50.
Final play of the half. Prescott being chased out left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders.
Right there, 54 Mike. Tackles. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, watch that. Check. Hey, 734. Blue draw Parker. I got you. Back.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Under 10. 54 Mike. Later 8. Check. 637. Rip right.
From midfield, here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Right there, 54 Mike. Stay with your man. He's coming. 29. Express. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, echo. Check Mike, 54.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
What now?
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Check 25. Watch safety green. Then we're going to 53.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
59's Mike. Check, 59.
In your face.
Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Back now in Arlington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Gotta do better.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
First down, Raiders.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Lock the screen.
On third down, Carr. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Hey, kill! 47. Here we go, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. But it's going to be second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Here we go, 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50.
Watch the screen. 47. Watch the screen. Go.
Mike's 50.
26.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side, he has Witten. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Prescott now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here we go, kill. 50. Watch the slant. Hey, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. We're likely put an end to this thing. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage. Make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
They run it with Jacobs. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't